right now on KMBC 9 News at 5.
A wet weekend in Kansas City. Today is actually the second wettest day of the year so far. Chiefs fans who were out in the elements braving it all were told to seek shelter while tailgating at one point after lightning was spotted around Arrowhead. And the rain will just keep coming. Meteorologist Neville Miller is here with your first alert. Neville, should we be concerned with flooding right now?
Emily, that's something we're going to have to keep a close watch on here as we go through the next 12 to 18 hours as we have another round of rain rolling in from the southwest. Looking at the map, you can see we have flash flood watches for all of the metro area. This includes Johnson County, Jackson County up towards Clay, Platte, Leavenworth, Wyandotte to the north and east up towards Grundy and Livingston, then down towards the south and west. This includes you in Miami County until 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. As of right now, we have some scattered showers. It's generally a lighter rain out there with a few pockets of moderate rain falling. Some of that now lifting just off to the north and east of Raytown. Another batch moving into downtown Kansas City over towards Shawnee, Lenexa, Olathe, Gardner. You're seeing some of that moderate rain. Edgerton, more showers farther towards the south and west, and these will continue lifting in through the evening hours. So if you have any sort of evening plans, make sure you take the umbrella with you because you see here how those showers are moving right up I-35. Much more rain, especially across south central Kansas down into Oklahoma. Some thunderstorms down that way. That's what's going to roll in later on tonight into our morning tomorrow, and that's why we have that flash flood watch in effect for much of the area until 7 o'clock in the morning. As far as what you need to know, temperatures, they're going to hold pretty steady in the middle 60s. Over the next couple of hours, that rain is going to be scattered, about a 40% chance, meaning it's going to be hit or miss. Some of us see rain, some areas stay dry, but that rain chance will increase late tonight into our morning hours tomorrow. We're going to be monitoring that very carefully because just as Emily said, today was our second most rainy day of the year. More than 2.5 inches of rain, more rain on the way here for the evening. In fact, we could pick up another 1 to 3 inches of rain with that next batch moving in. So that's why flooding is going to be a threat. If you're not getting the rain, you're going to be cloudy and mild. Those temperatures holding in the 60s. We'll be quite a bit warmer tomorrow, and then we have another batch of rain rolling in, changing temperatures through the week. In fact, we could even see lows in the 30s as we head towards the weekend. So yes, I've got a lot to talk about here with our weather, including that next round of rain rolling in. I'll get you a closer look at that rain timeline, an updated look at radar, also look ahead to your 9-day forecast. That's coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Neville. We know the weather didn't dampen the atmosphere at Arrowhead today as the Chiefs continued their winning streak. KMBC 9's Len Jennings is here with the matchup highlights. Len.
Yeah, I got a lot to talk about, too.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs undefeated, improving to 5-0 on the season and remain the only undefeated team in the AFC. The Jacksonville Jaguars came to Arrowhead with one of the most stingy defenses in the league. The Jags haven't given up an opening drive score yet this season until today. Patrick Mahomes orchestrated a great opening drive that was capped off with a 4-yard touchdown run by Mahomes. He dives for the end zone to put the Chiefs on the board. But how about that Chiefs defense? They were huge today. 3 interceptions, including this one by Chris Jones. He returns it for the score. The Chiefs build a 20-0 lead at the half. They had 4 interceptions in today, They beat the Jaguars 30-14, and they are undefeated.
Oh my gosh, this is
I mean, they really stepped up. They played really well. It was a lot of confidence building that the defense can step up like that and win games. And I mean, it kind of just showed the world because I knew they could. And it shows that we can win with every phase in this game.
We expect every phase to pick up the other phase if one phase is down. So, we've been able to do that so far. We got to keep that rolling.
Jones was later ejected from the game for hitting a player on the ground. Now the Chiefs gear up for the Patriots next week. We will have much more from highlights, stats, and reaction from the locker room coming up later in the broadcast. Emily?
All right, thanks, Len. Turning now to breaking news and a manhunt underway on the Missouri side of the metro. Police are searching for this man, Isaac Fisher. They say that he's a person of interest in 3 homicides that all happened this morning at 3 separate locations across Kansas City and Raytown. William Joy has the breaking details.
Everything started at 90th in Kentucky around 9:15. That's where police say Isaac Fisher shot and killed a woman and then drove off. We know about 20 minutes later he was in Raytown, where police say he shot 2 adults and a young child. One of the adults died. An ambulance rushed the other person and the child to the hospital, and I spoke with a man there who witnessed the shooting.
Well, I seen the car pull in there, and he jumped out and he shot a couple times going into the house. And then he went on in the house and done some more shooting. And they better get him. I mean, if he's done that, he's either lost his mind or something.
After that, police say he went back to Kansas City to 112th and Eastern, where he allegedly shot and killed another man.
It's important to keep the community alert and bring this to a close as quickly as possible.
Police say that they do not believe these shootings are random. Fisher does have a criminal history. He's faced charges for assault and tampering with a motor vehicle. Again, he should be considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, call 911 immediately. Do not approach him. Tonight, the Rockhurst community is coming together after a high school student and another man were killed in a possible road rage incident in Overland Park. It happened yesterday afternoon. One car rear-ended the other and sent it across the median, where it hit another vehicle at 151st and Stearns. Rockhurst High School identified one victim as a student, 18-year-old Matthew Blosky. There's a mass going on right now at Rockhurst in his memory. The other victim is 20-year-old Samuel Sieber of Kansas City, Kansas. The Rockhurst High School president sent KMBC a statement saying, in part, "In the days ahead, we will care for our students and Matthew's family with all the strength of our great community at Rockhurst." Police say that this dark color Honda you see right there was involved and may have caused the incident, but left the scene. So anyone with information should call the TIPS hotline at 816-474-TIPS. 20 people lost their lives Saturday night after a limousine crash in upstate New York. State police say the vehicle was on its way to a birthday party when it blew through a stop sign and hit two parked cars. ABC's Maggie Rulli has the latest.
A small town is reeling after what authorities are calling a horrific crash.
This is one of the biggest loss of lives that we've seen in a long, long time.
New York State Police confirming 20 people have died after a limo slammed through an intersection and into a parking lot, killing 2 pedestrians and all 18 people inside that limo. The calls coming in around 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday.
And then I heard screaming. I walked up and I could see this large van, very unusual looking vehicle for out here in Schoharie, in the bushes and really wrecked, hit a tree.
First responders from the New York State Police, the Red Cross, and the local sheriff's office flooded the scene.
I believe the Jaws of Life were here. On the side of one of the fire trucks.
A GO team from the NTSB is now on site investigating how such a deadly accident could happen.
The NTSB is very concerned about safety on our roadways. 20 fatalities. It's just horrific. We look at everything. We cast a very broad net to see what's out there.
Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Schoharie, New York.
The NTSB will spend the next week on that scene investigating. A crime alert in Kansas City, where police are searching for a woman who they say is a person of interest in a homicide. It happened in the 400 block of Armour Boulevard just after 3 yesterday morning. During an argument, 2 people were shot, a man and a woman. The man was killed. That woman is expected to survive. Now, we have a picture to show you. This is who police are looking for. Right now, they say that she should be considered armed and dangerous. We're working to get that picture for you. So there she is. If you see her or you know where she is, please call 911. In Raytown, the investigation into the murder of a teenage girl continues tonight. 17-year-old Michaela Brooks was killed in her home on Blue Ridge Boulevard near Sterling early Friday morning. People we talked to in that neighborhood say they woke up to the sound of gunshots at about 1 a.m. State troopers don't have any suspect information right now. They're asking anyone who knows anything to contact them. New tonight, 8 people in Overland Park are without a home after a fire at an apartment complex. This happened at 94th and Neiman around 8 o'clock this morning. People who live there told firefighters they were woken up to the smell of smoke, but they did not hear fire alarms going off. There were flames in the basement and on both the first and second floors. All 4 units in that building were damaged. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Emily, some parts of the area have picked up more than 5 inches of rain over the last 48 hours, and we still have more rain on the way right now. You can see that moisture lifting in right along I-35, moving up from south central Kansas. More rain tonight, and that includes a flash flood watch. I'll have more on that rain timeline and those amounts. That's after the break.
For weeks, we've been following his story, a sick Chiefs fan with one big wish to take in all the excitement of game day at Arrowhead. Today, that happened. Kelly Gibbs has the story next.